I don't think I want to bet always on this board. So I'm going to check this sometimes. And then pure calling. Gonna call turn once again. Then river is likely to be pure fold. Having a 5 here is quite terrible. A lot of his bluffs are going to contain a 5. So we just muck this. Can open infrequently here with the deuces. Can call this sometimes. Very small squeeze. This guy's gonna call a lot. I'm gonna have to call behind. He folds. Well, this is gonna be a call. Pure call flop. Thinking whether it makes sense to have some shoves here. Probably. I'm gonna go with the call this time, but I feel like I should play some shoves there. River we can mix. I don't know this player. From Brazil. Well, if it's from Brazil, I don't think it's gonna be a reg very often. Yeah, because if he was a reg, I would have known. So, yeah, I guess a recreational. I like calling there more than folding. Playing a 3-bet pot here on the other table. 3-bet ace king. So bet the flop small. Turn having the ace of spades is bad. Still should bet infrequently here, I think. I'm gonna check this time. He checks, we're gonna bluff. That's smallish, this hand can't really do anything here. Just easy fold. King, queen, deuce. Interesting texture here on the other table, king, queen, deuce. He ended up folding. Sorry about the questions that I didn't answer so far. It's just because I was having trouble opening the chat here, but now it's all good. Diogueira said, boa tarde. Saulo, que acha de sair de sites grandes e para sites tipo ACR, Bodog, Ppoker? Guys, today the stream's gonna be in English, alright? So I'm gonna be answering the questions in English, okay? So Diogueira asked me what do I think about leaving the big sites and going to smaller sites, playing on smaller sites like ACR, Bodog, Poker. I think it all depends on your objectives and your goals, right? There's no gold mine nowadays in terms of, oh my god, this site is so much more profitable than all these other ones. Different sites have their advantages and disadvantages. So it all depends on your goals. For example, if you play high stakes, you kind of have to mix in multiple sites. You can't just rely on one site for traffic. If you play lower stakes, that's less of a concern. You can just pick one site and play that. I always recommend Bodog because Bodog is really soft in terms of the amount of fish compared to other sites. You're still not going to be able to have, you know, insane win rates, but it's a pretty good site. So I would say if you're playing low stakes, yeah, play some Bodog. You're going to thank me later for sure. But again, it's all dependent on your goals. This Jack 5 here. Gonna fold. Tens, Jack. We're gonna have, yeah, block here on this board seems good. Olha só, camarada meu ali, ó. Saulo Flá, boa noite, GL. Boa noite, meu querido. Bonito nome você tem, viu? Vini tá aí. Tarde. Jing Tapioca, he's gotta be so upset. Who's upset? Jack 10. It's gotta be a pure call here. Ace Jack against min raise. Might be able to call against min raise. Not sure. Gonna fold. Oh, you guys weren't seeing actually. Gui Ribeiro, 7 tarde. Boa tarde, meu querido. Como é que você tá? 6-4 Diamonds at good evening. Good evening, my friend. Nice to have you here. Another stream in the BrPC channel, bringing some content for you guys. Answering questions, so if you have any, please post in the chat. Let's have some interaction. King, queen, we're gonna mix calls and 3-bets. Today the stream is gonna be in English. Alright, for the Brazilians, you can still ask questions, but I will answer them in English. Alright. Try to post it in Portuguese as well, because then I don't have to translate. King Queen, I'm gonna pure check the turn. No, I don't think it's a pure check. As played, I have to fold here. Ace Jack, we're gonna 3-bet the rec. You guys are not seeing. Ace 7, I'm gonna call. And Ace Jack here, I 3-bet the rec. Terrible board for my holding. I'm just gonna check back. Terrible turn 2. Table 1, I don't think I can float these suits. If I had a club, I would. Ooh, trappy. I checked down against the rack, and he checked all the way down with the nuts. Trappy little rack here. To betting the ace king against reg, he folds. What's up with these songs, Jesus? Let me put something here. King, queen, seems like a wreck. I'm gonna 3-bet. Uh, 5-6, low frequency open. And I'm gonna call 3-bet. Nice flop. Might have some leads here. Anyways, it's got a pure check for now. As played. I mostly call this combo, probably even a pure call. It's tough to play a low flush here. Tough spot here. Honestly, have no idea what I'm doing. I feel like I should have some advantage on flushes, but usually a balanced player should be able to check turn with some flushes. So, kind of feel like overbet doesn't make much sense. Yeah, tough spot. Probably should just bet medium with this hand. I'm gonna mark this one. Tough one. Queen 10, a little bit deeper here. Still want to 3-bet this, at least sometimes. Gonna mark this 6-5. Villain calls here. I'm gonna start off with a medium bet on this flop. Something like half pot is good. So I think I remember some time ago, this half hundreds and was kind of easy for you. No, so excited. But nowadays, you're sad playing a lot because feeling some challenge in this limit. Do you think by last year to now the field improved a lot? Well, I read that really fast. Sorry. I don't think I've ever said it was easy for me. I don't recall saying that, to be honest. I do have a significant winning sample on this limit, but I do have a personal challenge nowadays to try and improve my win rate and get to at least 5 BBs, and that's why I've been grinding these games more. It also helps play more volume and build more sample in my own game, because it's one thing to think your current level is X, but you know, not being able to play enough volume to see it for sure and take a look at your stats. So my focus on these next few months, let's say 2-3 months from now, will be to build a decent sample of my own game, and then I can go back to playing more high stakes. But the challenge I have for myself is a personal goal of achieving a very high win rate in these games. That's how I'm approaching this pool. Can you describe the tag colors on the opponent, please? It's a little bit boring, to be honest. We have to, and I'm gonna tell our marketing director to try and fix this for us, because we should have this ready for every stream, so that we don't have to answer every time. But okay, let's go quickly here with this table. Okay, so red is good reg, green is fish, this brownish is reg, like no reads. This one is, wait a second, because I have a hand here on the first table. I'm gonna bet medium here on this board. Could bet larger, actually. Should bet larger. Yeah, I think I should bet larger. Something like 2/3. That's close. Half pot, 2/3. Whatever. Turn. Turn is better for me, for sure. I'm gonna block with this jacks. I'm gonna block with the jacks. Block queen jack of clubs, which is awesome. He's gonna have some ace queen for sure, but not that many queens. Good here. River, I can block or shove. Shove is no good because he has tens a lot here. So it's gonna bet tiny. It's gonna bet tiny, targeting 10x, pocket nines. If he shoves, we're gonna have a decision. Probably mixing. He folds. Alright. Jinga Tapioca, wanna join the team but never use software. Trying to learn how to send hand for you to be analyzed. Ashamed of myself. Okay, if you haven't ever used any poker software, that goes against you, I have to say. Because, you know, it's important to have at least some experience, right? So if you haven't ever used any software, this means you're very, very inexperienced. So maybe just give it a little bit more time, you know? Play by yourself for a few more months and then apply. We're not going anywhere, so no need to rush. Vamos, mestre GL, Fredão tá na área. Fredão, jogador do BrPC, monstro. Tamo junto, meu querido. Resonant said, hi Monster, hello my friend, happy to have you here. Minicode said, great, I like how you challenge yourself, good luck. Thank you my friend. Yeah, that's something that I've been changing a lot my perspective on just the last few years. When I started in poker, of course I loved the game, but I was at a point in my life where being able to make more money than I was making was a very significant motivation to my decision to play poker full time. And as I developed, as I moved up in stakes, after I built my own company, as I developed other sources of income, just making more money just stopped being a significant motivation. And now I'm just really playing for the challenge, playing to improve in the game, for the excitement of getting better and beating tougher opponents. So for sure, this is what motivates me the most nowadays, which is one of the reasons why I've been looking forward to study more heads up. I wanna also start adding heads up to my grind, playing some heads up Zoom, just battling any rag I can find. It's gonna be a cool challenge for myself. Hasta los temas said good luck. Thank you, bro. So we got 3-bet Jack 10 here. We're gonna mix some 4-bets and calls with his hand. I'm gonna go ahead and 4-bet this time. Bohasha. We're gonna fold this, of course. Ace 8 here against an unknown. Can I mix some bets here? I think so, yeah. I think so. It's close. We back at call. River's a 9. Terrible river. 9 of spades. We're just gonna check. He had ace jack of clubs. Okay. Table 1 here. We got queen jack on ace 9 4. We could bet sometimes here. Since this is a great board for OOP, we're gonna have a very, very polarized, very tight stabbing range here. I could bet this sometimes, but not frequently at all. He checks. He checks. I can mix here once again, mostly checking. Pure calling river. Table 2, we have pocket 10s here. Villain bets small on the flop, we call. Turn feels like a pure check. River, pure check. Pocket jacks